slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida State's offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Lost the defense. He's wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Broncos offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Here we go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the option, he'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Looking for room at the 30. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
After run, now throw. Buys a little time. Quarterback gets past the marker. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And what a nice start for this. Throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete. Fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll set up to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got room at the 35. Ripping through the defense. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. They'll go to the ground. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-prong.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The #1 job is to protect their wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach... He was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They'll run play action. The sure hands. It's Ramsauer. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw it again. Through his hands and incomplete. That catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set. Goal.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room. found as he stopped at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Got room on the return. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous man. He gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Give to the running back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought... Defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows if that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive. Dave.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Open runway ahead. Bulldozes his way through. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Now the pitch. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The give from the gun. Hard running there. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Completes it in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. It's complete on the right side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Pressure coming. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. No mid-season concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ramsauer. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. First and 10.
Cricket. Roll it.
Looking to move it through the air. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Black 24. Black 24. 29 Philly.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Boise for a fun first half than you?
The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Keeps the legs moving. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Makes the grab down the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, and they convert. Now they're starting to feel it. Down at the 44.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
This time they'll go to the running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running through contact. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain. For the defense, brings it to an end.
And man, those are so frustrating for defenses because you're flying upfield, you're trying to get to the quarterback, and they slip that draw in there, and you can tell too many guys not doing their job, created some space for the running back to make the big play down the field.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, It's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Coming after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It is good! And they'll push that lead out a little further. First down to start the drive after the break.
Get set, get set.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
3rd down play from the gun. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, no! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Can't get him to the ground. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Quick pass on the jet motion. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game, offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal?
29.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Hauls it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Touchdown, Boise State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.